All right, guys. Just got back from the fish store. I picked up, a new kind of medication that I haven't seen. I'm familiar with the MicroLive brand. I use it for the bacteria, and I started thinking about it, and in a planted tank, there's all these organisms. In EcoComplete, there's all kinds of microfauna living in the substrate, and even though I have loaches in here to eat the snail eggs, I do like having the mystery snails in here. They're part of this cleanup crew in here. And along with that, copper-based medications can sometimes, stress your fish out. So this is going to be a product, a test. But I did look it up on Amazon before I purchased it, and it had five-star reviews, and everybody had good luck with it. So Herb Tana, it treats white spot, flukes, Chilladella, Costia, Trichodina, and I'm not even going to try to say the last one. There it is. Udinium? Udinium? Okay, yeah. All right. If I mispronounce that, y'all forgive me. You can make fun of me in the comments. Um, so it's a 10-day treatment for 236 gallons, and got 125. So the treatment's only supposed to go for 10 days. So this will definitely give me two uses, and it was $16 for the bottle. And then I have a surprise. Lights aren't on in this tank yet, but I have bad news and good news. And the bad news is they didn't have any rummy nose tetras. Um, they only had these black tetras. So I already had 14 of them in the tank, and they were in the bag at the pet store. They haven't touched the fish's water system yet. So I was like, hey, they're already bagged up. I asked the store manager, hey, can I get a discount if I buy all of them right now? And he gave me 10% off. So I just picked up 25 of those guys, and now I'm broke. I got 20 bucks left till payday. So, after buying the medication and all the fish, that's going to be it for this time. But at the end of the month, I plan to go get some more fish as we all do. But anyways, back to the treatment, and I'll update the video later when I come back with those tetras in it today, and let you guys see the huge school. So that'll be about almost close to 40 of those in there. So that'll look pretty cool. So this medication is strictly herbal. It doesn't contain any copper, and it enhances the fish's immune system. And it's 5 milliliters. It's going to be 5 milliliters for every. Let me make sure I'm saying this right. It's 5 mils for every 25 gallons. So I need to do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 milliliters to treat my tank. And then after that, that's on the initial dosage. And yep, that's going to be it. So 25 for right now, and then I think I'm going to have to dose a little bit each day. So we'll see how the progress goes. Right now, none of my other fish have ick. I looked at all my clown loaches, my tetras. They all look really, really healthy. And it's just those clown loaches. And, I don't want this to become an infestation in the tank and end up wiping out all my fish that I bought. I care about my fish, and I definitely don't want to, kill them. I hate it when I put fish in here and I watch these fish right here attack them. I care about all of my fish. They're pets, and it's a great hobby, and I really care about everything. I want to make sure that the plants have what they need. Everything. And the last thing I want to do is put stuff in here that's going to stress them out. So this medication, I think it's going to be a winner. We're going to know in about 10 days, and I'll be doing some update videos probably every 3 or 4 days. Or if I notice that it's gone, I'll do the update and let you know how fast it worked, so that you guys can maybe use this medication in the future if you're unsure. About using copper medications. Now, copper medications work. They will kill the parasites. But like I said earlier, if you have tetras in your tank, they're very those things are very timid. They're very temperamental to changes, especially with medication. I lost a lot of them having to medicate tanks. So I'm gonna, we're gonna come back after I dose the tank and talk a little bit more about the new fish that I got when I return. All right, peace. All right, and we're back. All the fish have been acclimated and dropped in. So now I have a pretty hardy school of these black tetras. They were a bit smaller than the other ones, but that's okay. Freshwater tetras don't live but maybe 2, 3, sometimes 4 years. So, when you get them as babies, that's less fish you have to replace. They're already eating, so yeah, everything's good. And I look forward to seeing these guys grow up in this tank and, see what happens. I don't really know how to breed tetras, but I will be doing some breeding later on in this tank. You guys wish me luck on that treatment. Let's see how everything goes. But yeah, so that's the update on the ick treatment today. So just remember to be proactive. When you see ick on one fish, that can quickly turn into ick on all your fish, and then you will lose your fish. Your fish will die unless you start to treat them and get their immune systems back up and get that ick off of them. So y'all wish me luck with this new medication. I'm trying to do the humane thing. I want to use stuff that's not toxic and doesn't stress out the fish, and the product says that it does all of that. And most importantly, let's hope that the plants in here don't have an adverse effect to that medication. It shouldn't, but you never know with the herbal medications. Like, plants, they had toxic warfare. Take for instance, like if you have jungle val in a tank, the jungle val releases a toxin in the water that kills these floating plants, all kinds, duckweed, water lettuce, frog bit, and that jungle val releases that toxin to kill these plants so that it can get more light, because it's an aggressive plant. Plants have aggressive behaviors too. They're just like animals. Like these crips, they send runners everywhere, and they try to cover and compete for the most light. So it's kind of like in a rainforest. Everything it's a race to get to the top. So with those herbal medications, I'm just hoping that there's nothing in that, no kind of toxins from those crushed up plants in that medication that could kill any of the plants in here. If I start to see some adverse effects on the plants in the next 48 to 72 hours, I'll be watching it closely every day. And if I see any kind of adverse effects, I will immediately do an 80% water change. I'll go get a brick of carbon and throw it in there and call it a day, and we'll start over and maybe use some copper. But I really don't want to lose all these plants due to trying to be humane for the animals either, because the plants are just as important for this tank. But anyways, you guys have a good work week. The weekend's almost here, so you guys have a great weekend, and I'll give you some updates on the progress with the ick treatment in the next 48 to 72 hours. Later.